Deep in the Sahara Desert lies a 30-mile-wide enigma, the Eye of the Sahara. Its eerie, concentric rings look like a cosmic bullseye, but what if this is more than a natural wonder? What if this is the Lost City of Atlantis, hidden in plain sight for millennia? This historical mystery will blow your mind. Stick around to uncover the truth. Welcome to another deep dive on historical mysteries. Today, we're exploring the Eye of the Sahara, also known as the Richat Structure, a massive geological formation in Mauritania that's puzzled scientists for decades. First spotted from space in the 1960s, its perfect circular rings have sparked wild theories. While geologists call it a natural dome eroded over millions of years, others believe it matches Plato's ancient description of Atlantis, the fabled lost city of advanced civilization swallowed by the sea. Could this desert anomaly really be the Atlantis we've been searching for? Let's investigate the clues, the science, and the myths to find out if the Eye of the Sahara holds the key to one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. Now, let's get into the meat of this mystery. The Eye of the Sahara is a geological marvel, 30 miles across, with concentric rings of ridges and valleys that look almost too perfect to be natural. Geologists say it's a dome structure, formed 100 million years ago when molten rock pushed up the Earth's crust, then eroded over eons into the rings we see today. But here's where it gets interesting. In 2018, a YouTube channel called Bright Insight dropped a bombshell theory that went viral. The Eye of the Sahara matches Plato's description of Atlantis almost exactly. Let's break it down. Plato wrote about Atlantis around 360 BCE in his dialogues Timaeus and Critias. He described a circular city with concentric rings of land and water, a central island, and a diameter of about 23 miles, eerily close to the eye's 30-mile span. He said Atlantis was a naval power beyond the Pillars of Hercules, often interpreted as the Strait of Gibraltar, surrounded by mountains, with a fertile plain and a canal to the sea. The Eye of the Sahara sits on a flat plain surrounded by the Adrar Plateau Mountains, and ancient riverbeds suggest water once flowed nearby. Could this have been a lush oasis 12,000 years ago, before the Sahara turned to desert? Here's more. Plato mentioned Atlantis had hot and cold springs, geothermal activity. The Richat Structure has signs of hydrothermal activity, with quartzite deposits that form under extreme heat. He also described a red, white, and black stone used in Atlantean buildings, colors that match the eye's rock layers: red sandstone, white limestone, and black basalt. And get this, archaeological digs nearby have uncovered artifacts like arrowheads and pottery from 10,000 years ago, hinting at a prehistoric civilization. But there's a problem. The Eye of the Sahara is in the middle of a desert, 1,000 feet above sea level. Plato said Atlantis sank into the sea after a cataclysm. So how could this be Atlantis? Some theorists argue the sea was a massive inland lake that dried up as the Sahara desertified around 5,000 years ago. Satellite images show ancient shorelines and sediment that suggest a huge body of water once surrounded the eye. Others point to a massive tsunami from the Atlantic, which could have flooded the region temporarily, leaving the eye as a muddy ruin when the waters receded. Let's look at the science. Geologists insist the Richat Structure is natural, no signs of man-made walls or canals. But in 2023, a study found unusual magnetic anomalies in the eye's center, hinting at something buried deep, maybe ruins. Meanwhile, Plato's timeline for Atlantis, 9,000 years before his time, so around 11,500 BCE, matches the Younger Dryas period, a time of sudden climate change and mass extinctions. Could a real catastrophe have inspired the Atlantis myth? Alternative theories abound. Some say the eye was a landing pad for ancient aliens, its rings resembling a cosmic target. Others link it to the biblical Garden of Eden, or a lost Saharan civilization. But the Atlantis connection keeps resurfacing. The eye's central island even measures 5 stadia across, exactly as Plato described Atlantis's core. Coincidence? Maybe. But the more you dig, the more the pieces seem to fit. Now, here's the jaw-dropping twist. What if the Eye of the Sahara isn't just Atlantis, but a map to something bigger? Some researchers claim its rings align with constellations like Orion, suggesting it was a celestial marker built by a hyper-advanced culture. Could the eye be a beacon, pointing to other lost cities, or even proof of ancient knowledge we've yet to rediscover? This changes everything we thought we knew about Atlantis and the Sahara's ancient past. So, is the Eye of the Sahara the lost city of Atlantis, a cosmic map, or just a natural wonder? The clues are tantalizing, but the mystery remains unsolved. What do you think Atlantis found? Or are we chasing a myth? Drop your theories in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more historical mysteries that'll keep you up at night.